Hmm. What map should I use? Oh, that looks cool. What's up, y'all? Heavy DSA day today. Oh. Pretty heavy DSA day today. We had a work day in St. Louis, and since I'm on the executive committee, I'm making a point to show up to as many things as possible so people can say, like, I know you're a shitty corresponding secretary or whatever, but yeah. My job is basically just to send out fucking emails. So if you ever want to talk to the notorious Black Red Guard, just send STLDSA a fucking email. And we had our end of year party where I got sloppy ass drunk. I don't drink often. So, yeah, that was hilarious. Mashallah, Daddy Black Red Guard is streaming. Also met a couple of comrades who've been watching me for a while. God, look at that shambles of a map. I don't think I've ever been banned. Let's not try to make a first. Isla de Mesetas. Islas de Mesetas. That looks challenging. I'm not in the mood for challenging. Oh, that's pretty. Nice tourist area. Yeah, let's try this one. Nah, I don't need any of that shit. Ah, qué linda esta isla. Oh god, this place looks like a shithole. I wouldn't want to live here. Shit, if I lived here, I'd be on a fucking inner tube in 5 seconds. Let's see if we can improve it. This island is beset by British colonialism and it needs to be liberated. But first, we have to establish a firm economic base. Let's get some logging. That's a pretty good source of easy cash early in the game. Coconuts. We're not establishing a coconut republic here. We are establishing a truly socialist banana republic. Why? Because that's the communist way. Maoism actually hasn't had all that much of an impact in the Caribbean. And yes, I am slightly drunk. I'm not roaring drunk, I'm slightly drunk. A Maoist never allows himself to get roaring drunk. That's an insult to our ideology. And I will not stand for it. I must learn from Lei Fing's good example. I don't think Lei Fing was ever drunk. You've fallen in love with who? Me? Aww. That's a parasocial relationship. I've fallen in love with this fucking black dude that looks like Samuel L. Jackson's light-skinned bastard son. I'm in love with a Twitch streamer. Alright, that's enough plantations. Make everybody's ass pick cotton. That's how the revolution is gonna go. You white folks think that you're gonna be able to sit up and make your poetry and all that other bullshit? No. You motherfuckers are going out to pick cotton just like my ancestors did. Maybe that'll teach you the meaning of true struggle. Let's get some fishies. It's a little too shallow for fishies. Not on that, well, on this side of the island anyways. I don't think we can access over here yet. We're gonna have to blow tunnels through. Let's build some houses for the people so they don't rise up and lynch me in my sleep. Shitty flop houses for all. These bunkhouses are where the white people in Tropico live. We're reversing the old Spanish colonial dialectic. Black people live in mansions, white people live in slums. Hurry up, you lazy bastards. Damn. Don't want to overdo it. Let's get a couple ranches. They build them pretty far away from the plantation so they're not crowding each other out for land. And I don't just want to spam buildings because that's a pretty quick way to go broke. Alright, so we got sugar, tobacco, and corn. Demolish that. Too close to my palace. On a fucking corn farm right next to my palace. That's ghetto.
Excuse me, old sport. I need...
Oh, fuck off. Arrgh, pirates. I hope my people are happy with the slums I'm building them. People that live in slums are always happy, right? That never leads to revolution. Alright, sugar. Not doing so good. Tobacco is being produced on a decent scale. My lazy-ass lumberjacks ain't doing shit. Alright, let's get some basic industry going. So in the early game, you can build a lumber mill and you can build a rum distillery. Hence the sugar. Let's get a little industry going. And if you have ranches, you can build a tannery. I want a fucking rum distillery right next to my palace. This is Tropico 6. And don't worry, I've got more long-form, old-school videos that you're used to coming. One drunk Maoist is a better leader than 5 sober American politicians with PhDs. Except American politicians generally don't... American politicians generally don't tend to have PhDs, though. America is a severely anti-intellectual country. Most of our politicians are either, like, business freaks or they're lawyers. Like, I think 95% of people in Congress is lawyer. That's why I like Cory Bush so much. He actually has a real job. And I say this as somebody that's aspiring to be a lawyer, but, like, 95% of the law is just, like, interpreting it and making backhand deals with judges and prosecutors. That's literally all. But again, we need red lawyers to navigate the system that has entrapped so many of our brothers and sisters in it. And a comrade at the DSA end of year party actually asked me, like, what's my position on abolition? I think that, like, in this current system, yeah, I'm definitely a prison abolitionist, but under a socialist system, like, you have to have some type of punishment. Like, if you fuck up, like, if you're going around beating on your wife and shit like that, that's antisocial behavior. That stuff needs to be consequenced. That's no good. Corruption in my socialist Banana Republic? Absolutely not. But, like, people that do fucked up shit under socialism, and they're going to exist. Like, socialism is not a utopia. Communism is not a utopia. There's no utopia because humans are not perfect. So there's definitely going to have to be some type of situation in which people that do fucked up shit are consequenced. Like, that's just the reality of the situation. I wish that human beings were other than what we are, but part of being a Marxist is dealing in material reality, not in how we wish people to be or how we wish things to be. But under this capitalist system, yeah. Like, all of the CEOs that are doing fucked up shit, all of these CEOs that are responsible for little old ladies with diabetes dying, all of these CEOs that are responsible for lead and asbestos and shit, like, in your fucking baby powder, giving women ovarian cancer, like, in a just world, those people would be in fucking jail. But instead, you have the poor fucker that's strung out on fentanyl. You lock him away for 5 fucking years because he broke in some schmuck's car. That's not right. That's objectively not right. Let's give the greedy British bastards there, whatever. What can I do? You could have hides. You could have smelly, dirty fucking hides. We're importing hides. Guess I better build a tannery. Shitty fucking trade deals. This is why most fucking socialist countries have gone belly up, by the way. They just can't get a break. Don't ever build a tannery by your house. Tanneries stink really, really bad. Alright, let's see why my people are pissed off. Food is shit, healthcare is shit. I can't do shit about healthcare because we can't build clinics in the colonial era. What I can do is give you poor bastards something to entertain yourselves. Let's build a bar. Let's just build bars all over the place. Let's build Ireland in the tropics. Yeah, that'll satisfy you poor bastards. The people demand their bread in circuses, and those they shall have. Yes, build a church. The people demand their religious brainwashing. Cranky, have you played Tropico before? I sense you have. That's why you're offering me this hackneyed advice. The future regime leader of the People's Republic of Appalachia.
Our revolution is as yet only...
See, I pronounce it right. It's not Appalachia, it's Appalachia. That's how you pronounce it if you're a true hillbilly. I'm a 100 pure Appalachian descent, and I'm proud of it. Ew, Everclear. What trenches are you in, bro? I can't destroy the church. My people get mad at me. These are Latin American, Caribbean people. You can't just start tearing down churches. BRG is 102% Appalachian. No, my people are lowlanders.
Governor, the people have a...
The people demand the library because the people are fucking stupid. I got you. Yeah, I should have built that before, but whatever. Yeah, they have their church for their brainwashing. Alright, pretty decent export. Appalachian in spirit, wallahi. Did you guys know Steve Harvey is from West Virginia?
Our revolution is as yet only...
He's more Appalachian than all these fucking white kids on the internet. Like, oh, well, my great peepaw, he was a coal miner. Alright, let's start getting our military cooking. You cannot declare independence from a repressive colonial regime with no troops. We're not fucking Gandhi here. And even Gandhi had Bhagat Singh backing him up. Bless his heart. When I said bless his heart, I meant Bhagat Singh, not Gandhi. Gandhi was a sick fuck and a racist. Dude slept with his fucking niece or somebody that was underage. Yeah, Gandhi's not a person I would model my life after. Plus, his fucking ideology is just fucking disgusting lackeyism. Like, just lay up and let the fucking enemy beat the fuck out of you. Like, no, that's not how my people roll. Hell, that's not how anybody rolls. Like, yeah, his own people, they revere him. They see him as father of the nation, but no. When Indians protest, they go hard. There's also like gangs of women over there that, like, if you're a raper or anything like that, like they will literally just gang up and beat the fuck out of you. That's how you do it. Aren't I fucking bored? No, I actually rarely get bored. I'm very good at entertaining myself. Yeah, let's loot. That's racist. Why would you suggest that I loot just because I'm black? Coffee, corn, and gold. Let's see how many unemployed fuckers I've got. 74 unemployed. Yeah, I can build some more plantations. God, I sound like a fucking slave master. The blacks ain't got nothing to do. Build them some more plantations. They'll get right to work. Coffee. Woke Maoist calls game racist. If you disagree with me in any way, shape, or form, you're anti-black. It doesn't matter if I say the most off-the-wall stupid shit. If you disagree with me in any way, shape, or form, you are anti-black. That's how it works. That's how real life works. A white person cannot say anything correct ever. Whereas when whatever I say, you have to fucking, you have to adhere to every word to the letter. It doesn't matter if I tell you to go, I don't know, go do something that will result in your immediate demise. You must do it as reparations for the evil that your ancestors committed upon me. This is fun as fuck. I should stream drunk more often. Except nobody gives a shit about being anti-Appalachian. Like, Appalachia is probably the most shat upon, misunderstood part of the country. And, like, it's beautiful. Beautiful fucking country. But nobody likes Appalachians. And it's sick and it's fucked up. Like, they're literally just a garbage that the rest of the world is thrown away. Nobody values Appalachia. Nobody gives a shit. If a black person disagrees with me, then he's an Uncle Tom. You will be replaced as governor of the Tropico colony when your mandate time. See, I've been too busy talking to you useless motherfuckers that I'm about to be deposed. Oh, you want me to export shit? Well, fuck. What could I send to you, you useless bastard? You accomplished nothing. You serve no purpose. Leather. Yeah, you can have your fucking leather. There you go. Let's overwork my Teamsters. Loose load limit for all. There we go.
Well, you did the right thing.
There we go. Extend my regime. You know, one of my comrades gave me the Dune book, and I have never read it. Alright, 16 unemployed people left on the island. Alright, got enough people down the mines. Alright. Cooking pretty decently. Now let's get more revolutionaries. Build a newspaper because these illiterate fuckers are just going to stare at the words. And stack up houses around them. I'm pretty sure we've still got a shitload of homeless people. Bunkhouses. Yeah, stack up houses around the newspaper so all the illiterate people can stare at the pages until they realize the need for independence.
Viva la revolution! Together.
Am I actually going to learn fiddle? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looks dope as fuck. And I don't know. Maybe I'm getting back to my southern roots, I guess. I believe one of my great uncles or something was a musician, but I can't remember what he played. I played trumpet in high school. I really wasn't all that good at it, though. But
It's nice to have choices, isn't it? A choice.
a dungeon? Yeah, I think a dungeon will be useful to throw white people in. You have offended me. You shall go to the dungeon. Why would I want to be governor of Kentucky? It's a pretty church. I love how detailed graphically this game
I
is.
ask myself, Governor, do the ends justify the...
It's a very funny shaped church, but it's pretty. I think we can get some fish cooking over here. Yep. My instinct is never wrong. I knew there were fish over there. Give me theory and history video ideas. I still owe you guys the one about Bayard Rustin. I'm writing the script for that, but I'm slow dragging because I'm fucking lazy and it's the holidays. Eesh. Settler utopian communities. You mean like New Harmony and shit? Yeah, that would actually be fun. It's gonna require a lot of research, but hey. What doesn't? Build my fucking dungeon, you lazy... I'm so sick of these stupid fucking workers.
Well, you did the right thing.
I wonder how many times Lennon said that. I'm so sick of these stupid fucking workers. What are you lazy fuckers doing? Damn. Oh, but you'll hurry up and build the fucking grocery store, though. I got you. 2 unemployed. See, have already produced a lower unemployment rate than the United States. 2 people out of a population of 241 are unemployed.
More, Governor, more. Always more. Hop to it. The crown...
It's decent. I would almost live here. Of course, as an American, I'm fucking spoiled. I would probably hate living in a third world country, I'm not gonna lie. No Wi-Fi, not gonna like it. I could get used to it, but I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, this is fucking paradise. Alright, that'll be my last fort. I want to fill up the island with forts. I'm not building a barracks. Yeah, like it's funny people talking about Biden's dementia when it's pretty obvious that Trump has it too. He's just better medicated. There's something wrong with both of those motherfuckers, to be honest. None of them shall escape the wrath of the people in arms. Gold mine.
The people of Tropico love you almost as much as I do, Go. Feisty little colony.
I refuse in principle to pay the crown. Prepare for war it is. Wonder if there's nickel on any of these islands. That looks like a pretty good farming island. 9. Nope, no nickel, just coal and iron. Lots of coal, lots of iron, little bit of gold, no nickel. Guess we won't be producing any weapons this game unless I import the nickel. Which I won't be doing. I'm a big fan of autarky. Hey look, a submerged Mayan ruin. It's pretty dope. Now is when you declare indefinite martial law and claim the British are communists from North Korea. Oh dear. Wonder who I should throw in the dungeon. I should find the leader of the capitalist faction and throw them in the dungeon. Yeah. So we actually have more jobs than people. Not a bad problem to have. I can have worse problems. Wow, that old ruin is so cool. You should demolish it and put it in a museum. Thousands of miles away. We have to just sell it to the fucking Brits. The music in this game is a fucking vibe, yo. Well, at least we're churning out rum. The Banana Republic's bread and butter. I would demolish all these bunkhouses right by my palace, but they're actually kind of cute. Look, they've got little gardens on top of the roof. Aw, cute little slums. Yeah, I think I'll let them stay. I'll make them a historical district or something. Maybe build parks. Yeah. People that live in slums deserve green spaces more than anybody. There you go. Isn't that cute? Aww. Alright, so the British are going to be invading in a couple months. I'm under embargo, so I can only trade with pirates. My island is starting off pretty decent. 0 unemployed people on my island. Suck it, Biden. See, look at that. Look at that. See? 0 unemployed. See how humble our leader is? He lives right next to those unwashed, disgusting poor people. Yes, I'm a man of the masses. Leaders don't run away from the masses. We serve. We live amongst them. I'm going to build them a pretty theater because they deserve it. See, look, pretty theater. Teatro de Tropico. Tropical theater. You can go and see all your lovely propaganda films. And here come the British. Come on, get out, you lazy bastards. You want to play soldiers? Here you go. Look at my little guys go. This is Tropico. You guys are just gonna run right past each other.
Well, I suppose you did rather well. For a bunch of savages.
My heart swells with joy as I greet my fearless leader for the first time as El Presidente.
Oh, shut up, you useless ass kisser.
Finest palace-funded broadcaster.
There we go. Alright, now we're independent. Now let's actually build a fucking country, not a colony. Being socialist, we know that our first order of business is to industrialize, because we are not going to be a cash crop economy producing bullshit raw materials for the West to process. We process our own materials because we dope like that. So we're going to be building boats, we're going to be making ships, we're going to be doing all that good stuff because we're an independent country and we don't need no colonizers. And of course, we shall also make our own clothes. And we are going to build a high school to educate our workers, so that they can actually work in these factories without chopping off their fucking fingers. There you go. Fits like a glove, don't it? Oh, almost 400 people of you all, almost 400 people are watching my drunk ass try to build a country, a virtual country. Don't you people have lives? Go get girlfriends or boyfriends or, fucking, what do you call those pillows that you fuck? Waifu, whatever. They go do something. They left. Okay, we're making cigars. We're making boats.
The comrades are restless, President.
I need electricity, fake Shay.
Quick, Presidente. We must.
You have to build a base before you can build fucking power plants and stuff. I can't build a radio station with no fucking electricity. No, I don't trade with Nazis. Fuck off. I'm not encouraging my viewers to leave. Y'all love me. Y'all are not going anywhere. .81% approval rating. That's definitely a lot better than Biden or Trump or Jill Stein. The people love my bald head. God, these Teamsters are lazy fucks. Is Jimmy Hoffa on my island? Okay, good. Textiles are cooking. God, my farms are basically abandoned. It's almost like we've enclosed the commons out in this bitch. No, you can play, like, indefinitely. It goes all the way up through the 2000s. Pretty soon we're going to start making steel. Steel is the basis of a firm socialist planned economy. Then after that comes the apartments and other shit that people like. But you can't put your people in apartments.
Seen the stock prices, Presidente?
I'm not
Looks like the
forcing
bears
people to
ate the
pay to go to
bulls.
church.
What a
This is
need
Latin
you have,
American, bro.
Presidente.
Yes, I'll trade with you. You all are the good guys, for now.
Tropicans for military action warn that it can happen here. So remember to donate your unwanted bullets to keep our brave soldiers firing.
Alright. This is Tropico 6. Okay, my people have been good. They deserve decent housing. Let's wait till this next little batch of exports goes up. Don't want to end up in debt because then I'd have to take out a loan from the IMF, and I don't want to do that. Alright, I promised with witnesses, so I will build a couple apartments for the people. Factory workers got to live somewhere. A couple means two. There you go. Well, if my people are losing their approval of me, they probably want another church. In Tropico, if your people are mad at you, all you got to do is build them a fucking church. Or another fucking apartment building.
Seen the stock
I'm not
prices,
building a prison.
Presidente?
Fuck off, you Gusano piece of shit. Have I had miso Korean spicy noodles? I'm not really a fan of spicy noodles. I'm not really a fan of noodles, period, actually. I know, there's something wrong with me. Oh, why are my people pissed now? Oh, healthcare is for shit. Yeah, that's a pretty legitimate reason to be pissed, not gonna lie. Well, let's fix that problem. Let's build you guys a clinic. And then when the next batch of exports goes, I'm going to build you guys a fire station so that you guys aren't incinerated alive in your shitty slums. See, BRG knows how to take care of the people. Fake communist doesn't fuck with noodles. I also don't like spicy shit. Like, I don't like hot sauce. I told my coworker this the other night, and they were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I revoke your black card. You're Dominican now. You Dominican, papi. You know what I do? I'm weird. I eat my ramen raw. What are y'all protesting for? Oh, healthcare happiness. That should be solved in a little bit. You guys have a little.
More than just El Presidente's
You guys have a little
favorite radio
dinky
station.
clinic now.
What does that say? Love. We love El Presidente with all our hearts.
Do not panic, Presidente, but I bring...
Yeah, I'll build a death squad for you. Oof, I'm going to be in trouble for money in a little bit. And it's all because of my lazy ass workers. You know what? Fuck this. I'm too drunk for this. Let's watch something that make me happy. or sad. It really depends. This is why I don't get drunk all that often. The sad, once grand, abandoned Williams Manor House down in South Carolina, built in 1887. Huh, that looks interesting. Let's get out of this stupid game. All I was gonna do was go bankrupt anyways. Fuck it. Let's see what's going on with this shitty house. The sad, once grand Williams Manor House, abandoned in North Carolina. Did I see the Iranian mothership drones preparing young Americans for the UMA? I don't know. You know what I think is happening? I think somebody was like fucking around with the drone or something like that. Or they might have saw plane lights. And now this shit is feeding in on itself. And now everybody's up there just shooting off random lights in the sky to scare the hell out of dumb, credulous people. See what's happening with this rundown ass house. Honestly, the people that built this house probably deserved it. It was built in 1887, so these people were probably racist as shit, so.
Alright, here we are today, checking out this beautiful old Victorian house built in the late 1800s.
Beautiful. That place is a shithole.
Let's check it out. Pretty cool old place.
Slaves in 1887? The basement is probably full of snakes. Don't ever go in the basement of an abandoned house. You will regret it. Don't ask me how I know.
Okay, there's the front door, just walking in. Man, the floors in this house are really rough.
Yeah, no shit. It looks like it's abandoned since fucking Martin Luther King was a kid.
I have no idea
Actually, no, it doesn't. It looks like it's been lived in somewhat recently.
if there's a basement, but you can see it's disconnected. The whole thing is kind of sinking in. Jeez, let's look here to the first. Okay.
There's an abandoned mall in my town. I think I talked about this once before. There's an abandoned mall in my town. Well, they tore it down last year, I think, but it was Jamestown Mall. That was actually the mall that I used to go to when I was a kid. That was where we used to go to the movies and all that shit. And I would never forget just the clean white marble floor. But yeah, it did go on the piss.
Okay, does it connect? Whew. I don't know how much I trust this floor.
Get out of there, you stupid ass. I don't know how much I trust this floor, but I'm still going to walk around on it anyways because I need to get fucking algorithm points. Oh, pretty bay window. Yeah, that house has been lived in probably as recently as the 80s. You know it smells crazy in that motherfucker.
Beautiful doors.
You all should give me new game recommendations. I am going to definitely try Workers and Resources Soviet Republic or whatever the fuck it's called. I hate that game. It's basically Sim City behind the Iron Curtain, except shitty. Like, you could tell that shit was made in a basement in Romania or Slovenia or wherever the fuck. But, yeah.
It looks like there is a basement, but...
Yeah, go on down there. Go on in it. Go down there. Fall in a pit of snakes, you stupid ass.
I don't think there's stairs inside the house to it. Okay. Show you this room. Small bones.
It's gonna be big bones if you keep fucking around in there. I mean, I get the appeal of like urbex and stuff like that, but like, I'm just going to go wander around these abandoned, rundown ass houses and maybe fall through the basement and break my fucking neck or impale myself on a rusty nail and die from tetanus. Oh, do people even die from tetanus anymore nowadays? I'm pretty sure everybody gets their shots.
Okay, let's see. Man, it's sketchy walking in here.
And why are you walking in there?
All the fireplaces have a very cool design. Or a very similar kind of design.
Yeah, no shit. People are really like obsessed with this guy. For one, he dresses like he's in a. For one, he dresses like he's in a ska revival band. He dresses like fucking like he's in the fucking Mighty Mighty Boss Tones cover band. For one, like why are you wearing a black fedora indoors? Okay, back in the days when they wore fedoras regularly, you took your hat off inside. So why are you? Okay, so this guy is obviously like he's a bit player. He's a bit character. So this is George Galloway. Apparently he's an alcoholic or something that's in the habit of a semi-left candidate or something. But let's see what dumb thing he has to say.
Wow, God.
What are my thoughts on the recent drone sightings all over New York? If I recall correctly, they're Jersey. Anybody from the area is very adamant that New York and New Jersey are not the same. New York is New York, and Jersey is Jersey. People don't talk like that up there anymore. But I think it was just some dumbass that saw a plane. Like people see all types of shit. I think one dude in Mobile, Alabama, like 10 or 20 years ago, saw a leprechaun or something and thought he saw a leprechaun, but it probably was just a bat or some shit or a possum. Yeah, it's probably just some asshole mistaking the lights landing at the airport for drones. And I mean, Americans are very internet obsessed people. They're obsessed with going viral. They're obsessed with getting their 15 minutes of fame. I mean, this is the same country that produced a Bad Baby and Hawk Tuah and all these other weirdos. So yeah, it's probably just some dumbass that was drunk or high and saw lights and thought they were UFOs or drones. And now everybody else is hopping on the bandwagon. And then you put the shit on Twitter. Elon Musk is a dumbass. He's talking about how Twitter is the new, like if Twitter is the fucking new news, then you ain't gonna know shit. Twitter is the new olds. And yes, I still call it Twitter. I'm never going to call it X. But yeah, it's just some dumbass.
God bless you. Thank you, May. No, I will never give up. I have many other struggles to fight, and I'll go on fighting them. But I feel that that part of my life, fighting for the Arabs, with the Arabs.
What have you ever done for the Arabs besides run your mouth? You've never held a gun, never mind fired a shot at anger. I'm pretty sure that's illegal in your country, George.
Behind the Arabs, alongside them. I feel that that period has now ended. First,
you haven't done anything.
Destruction of Iraq, then the destruction of Syria has changed everything for me.
So let me get this straight. That's a sign that you were insincere. Like a friend is a friend to the end. So when the Arabs were on top, so to speak, and you could use them for your grift, your political grift, getting yourself elected MP or whatever, then you were with them. But now that they're on the back foot, now that Syria is in the process of being dismembered, and now that Lebanon has been reduced, now you're dumping them. That's not a friend. That's a typical white British dude.
I'll probably begin focusing more on other places. I think
What do you mean? Like, what exactly does this dude provide to the people in the places that he claims to advocate for? Like, you show up in your stupid little hat and be like, hey, chim chim chiree, all your problems are solved. Like, what exactly do you do? Like, why should people care about having George Galloway advocate for them? To keep you is no gain. To lose you is no loss. You serve no purpose. You don't give a fuck about these people in as much as you can use them to further your own hack-ass political career. Bro, I hadn't even heard of you before this year.
the Arabs are a lost cause, frankly.
Galloway is Galloway over his head. Weird syncretic quasi third positionism. Though one or two positive things to say about planned economies, but all around a negative for what has become the UK.
At least for the time being. But thank you for the beautiful call. Wow, God bless you. Thank you, May.
I don't give a shit about
no,
his wife.
I will never give up. I have many other...
All right, let's see what's going on. George Galloway, born August 16th, 1954, is a British politician, broadcaster, and writer. He has been a leader of the Workers' Party of Britain. Let's see what communist knockoff this is. Oh, it's not communist at all. The Workers' Party of Britain, also called the Workers' Party of Great Britain. What exactly is great about Britain? Britain was great when it was Wessex, Essex, Northumbria, and Mercia. That was the last time that Britain was great. Is a socialist and socially conservative, okay, I can already tell that it's trash, party in the United Kingdom, so strongly identified with this leader, former Labour, Respect, and Workers' Party MP George Galloway. So, okay, so he won a parliamentary seat in the Rochdale by-election in February 2024. However, he lost his seat to the Labour guy 5 months. So he was an MP, a member of parliament in Britain for 5 months. And they also have 5 local councillors, 3 in the Greater Manchester region, 1 in West London, and the other in West Yorkshire. I wonder if it's that E-Up Lovely dude. No, E-Up Lovely is way too smart to be affiliated with such. They have no seats in the Commons. The Workers' Party of Britain was founded in response to the Labour Party's landslide defeat at the 2019 United Kingdom general election and the resignation of Jeremy Corbyn as the leader of the Labour Party. The founding of the Workers' Party of Britain was welcomed by the Communist Party of Great Britain, Marxist-Leninist. I'm pretty sure that's the TERF Party. Jyoti Brar, a vice chair of the CPGB-ML, was elected as the Workers' Party of Britain's deputy leader at its founding Congress. Damn, this guy has a whole series of articles about himself. I wonder how much of them he was on Celebrity Big Brother. So yeah, I guess just an electoral grifter. Let's go back to learning more about who he is as a person. He was born in Dundee, Scotland. Okay. So yeah, typical British shit. Scottish trade unionist was his dad, and Sheila O'Reilly, a Scot of Irish descent, was his mom. He has described himself as being born in an attic at a slum tenement in the Irish quarter of Dundee, which is known as Tipperary. Interesting. Yeah, typical British. I don't know what it is with the British left, but they suck. Oh, inside Ohio's poorest region. Let's see how fucking idiotic this is going to be. Let's see how long it takes for him to say some fucking fucked up weird shit.
The United States industrial heart. Since the 1970s, though, that heart has been ripped out, leaving struggling and often violent and poor cities. Yet while you've heard of Cleveland and Akron, you probably haven't heard of the forgotten cities of Ohio.
People doggone mess.
What's worse, the British left or the American left? The British left, hands down.
For every post-industrial Ohio city you've heard of, there are dozens that you haven't. Many are here in the Ohio River Valley, which separates Ohio from West Virginia and is home to places like East Liverpool.
What happened to East Liverpool when the steel left?
We lost a great deal of our middle class.
How is it living here?
This is not.
I hate the fucking middle class rhetoric. Like, that has probably been one of the major inhibitors, one of the major things that has prevented the growth of an American communist movement. Like, you go up to a working class person, like an ordinary, average, everyday working class person, and you start talking about the working class, like they'll tell you, oh, I'm not working class. We do well for ourselves. We're lower middle class. Like, no, you're working class. Like, that shit had to have been intentional. Like, when Marx and Engels were writing, the middle class meant like small business owners, petite bourgeoisie. It literally means little bourgeoisie. If you work at a fucking steel foundry, if you work at Dollar General, if you work at a fucking doctor's office as a medical assistant, you are not petty bourgeoisie. You are not middle class. You are not the professional managerial class. You are working class. You have nothing to sell but your labor, whether it be manual or mental. And like, no, you are working class. But in America, this country is so inherently bourgeoisified that these people are actually talking about their middle class, and they vote even though they are not petty bourgeoisie. You do not have a pot to piss in, nor a window to throw it out of, nor a speck of grass to catch the fucking piss, but you're talking about how you are middle class. How are you middle class? It's a major mind fuck that has been carried out on the American people. And yeah, that again, this whole middle class, lower middle class, middle class, upper middle class shit, like that has been one of the major inhibitors of the growth of the socialist movement in this country. Like, hands down. People are not class aware because they think that they're in another class that they are not. You tell somebody in the United States they're working class, what do they think? Oh, I'm lower class, I'm working class, so you're basically calling me a bum. Like, in the United States, proletarian, working class, it basically means you dropped out of high school and you work at McDonald's and you can't get your life together. It's an insult. In the United States, nobody wants to be working class. Nobody takes pride in that. Everybody wants to be middle class. Everybody wants a big mansion in the suburbs. Everybody wants to be able to eat a fucking lab-grown steak every other night until they keel over and die from heart disease. Everybody wants to be able to drive 15 fucking SUVs, an SUV for every member of your house and the pets. That's the American dream. Waste, consumption. It's sickening.
East Liverpool was once the pottery capital of the world. It produced 60% of all the ceramics that were made in America.
Back in the 70s, after I graduated from high school, Hall China, they would just open their arms to college kids. If it would not have been for Hall China and me being able to work my way through college, I probably wouldn't have gotten a degree and taught for 30 years.
But after World War II, the U.S. began importing plates and other ceramics from Japan and later China at the same time that expensive automation technology priced out local businesses.
But pretty much ours are mostly gone. There might be one or two very small ones. I'm not really sure about that.
Businesses shuttered, the population declined by over 60%, and drugs took over.
There was zombies walking everywhere, all beat it out, but now it's all methamphetamine.
Do you guys like have friends who've OD'd and shit?
Walking Memorial, man. Yeah, I've had quite a few.
I use fentanyl. I tried to kill myself 5 times with it too, but it never killed me. I snorted 2 grams of it. I was stuttering really bad. I couldn't talk for like over a month. But I'm lucky. They done CAT scans and stuff, and they said I'm healthy now. I guess that's just for saying prayers to God every day. But I've been clean for like 13 months now.
Incredible. One thing you hear a lot is, why do people do fentanyl?
I done it because it felt good. You didn't have to.
And that's what people do. That's a stupid question. You ask somebody, why do they do drugs? Like, why do you drink? Why do you take K2? Why do you take Trank? Because it makes them feel good. Like, you go to these places, there's fucking nothing there. Nothing. Zero, zilch, nada. Fuck all. Has nothing to do but drugs.
Deal with reality. You could just sit in your home, just be a bum pretty much. And the only thing you worried about your next fix.
Feeling about the future? What?
I don't know what to think because I want to see my kids. Hopefully they'll forgive me soon. I ain't tried to call them though. I ain't spoke to them in 4 years. I'm scared to call. I don't want to be rejected. My oldest daughter told me don't call her back until I'm not a drug addict no more. That hurt.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Like, imagine not being able to talk to your kids because the economic conditions in which you find yourself are such that you're taking drugs. And now that again, like, that just shows how capitalism atomizes us. Like, this is your father. This is your dad. And you don't want to talk to your own fucking father because capitalism has taught you like, oh, junkie, useless. And I get it, okay? Like, yeah, I've had drug addicts, alcoholics in my family. And yeah, they're a pain in the ass to deal with. But at the same time, that's your literal fucking flesh and blood. If you don't help them, nobody else will. And if you kick them out here and toss them out here in the world by themselves, then they're gonna be ruined. They're gonna be fucked over. I work in a homeless shelter, okay? Like I see people every day who have been thrown out by their family. Their family doesn't want to talk to them. Their family despises them. Family right here in town, right here in St. Louis, don't want to see them because capitalist atomization, too much shit going on, and people have their own problems. Like holiday season coming up, people are rushing to buy the latest plastic piece of shit for their kid. They don't have time to come see their relatives, or they don't want to come see their relatives. Like, this just shows how capitalism has fucked us all up to the point where, like, we're seeing our own family as the enemy.
This whole area was ground zero for the opioid epidemic when companies work with doctors to push pills like OxyContin. People got...
And again, going back to the whole, like, abolitionist thing, like, under a socialist system, if you make and market drugs that have known addictive, like this, people, nobody just goes out and like, oh, I'm going to take fentanyl today. I'm going to take this drug today. Like, this is my first drug. And gateway drugs is a myth, okay? Gateway drug, like, you're not, oh, I'm going to take marijuana today, and then at the end of the week, I'm going to take fucking fentanyl. And no, that's not how it works. Usually what happens is people get in a car wreck, okay, to get in an accident, and then they start them on pain pills, oxys, roxys, hydrocodone, all that shit, okay? And then the shit runs out, or it doesn't work on you anymore, and next thing you know, now you're trying to shit on the street, you think it's heroin, but it's not. It's fentanyl. Everything, like, there hasn't been any pure heroin in St. Louis for a decade and a half, okay? It's all fentanyl. When you take what you think is dope, it's all fentanyl. That's what you're taking. And now you have these demagogues, reactionary demagogues, that are blaming Mexico, that are blaming no. The only people to blame for the rise of opioid abuse in the United States are these corporations that get people strung out on this shit. The doctors that prescribe this shit push this shit like candy. And like, addiction is big business. You're never going to stop drugs under capitalism in the United States because it's too much money in it. It's too much money in it. The same reason that the old hoods were flooded with heroin, there's too much money in it. Bankers get paid off of that. Investment bankers get paid off of that shit. Like, do you have any idea how much of Vegas, how much of LA, how much of Miami, how much of Houston, how much of Dallas, how much of Chicago are built on drug money? Why haven't the drugs stopped coming up from Mexico? Well, shit, there's too much money in it. Too much money. Most of that money ends up in American banks. A lot of those narcos, those cartels, like, now they're legitimate businessmen. The narco bourgeoisie, that's what they are. So yeah, when you have a society, when you have a global system that revolves around the dollar, then you're not going to stop. They don't care how many people like this dude die. These people are seen as surplus population. The guy that, Brian Thompson, you think he gives a fuck about whether this dude lives or dies? Of course not. He didn't care. That's why he got his just reward.
Then turned to heroin, and today fentanyl is king.
What was the first time you had fentanyl?
When I was 50, I never really done drugs. I broke my back in '96. I was paralyzed and I had to work myself back. All they ever gave you were pain pills.
What did I just say? What did I literally just fucking say?
I didn't know you could get help for them when I was 50. I didn't know. So I started buying street drugs. I started off with the heroin, but once when I had a taste of no, it was nowhere near the same.
Despite the struggles, though, people like Robin are fighting for East Liverpool's future.
We decided to make a group called the East Liverpool Beautification Society.
The goal being to beautify this town of East Liverpool.
Look down here, there's a fireman down there right now who volunteered his time. He is power washing our diamond.
I mean, so he's painting the top of that.
Yes, right there in the corner. We had this big fundraiser for people to buy paint.
Ah, that looks freshly painted.
Fire hydrants are all getting painted. I feel like we're moving in the right direction, that's for sure. I think there is no place like East Liverpool. We have been down and out. We have really had some bad luck. For some reason, we are just a pretty resilient bunch.
Real quick, this is just part 1 of our Rust Belt series. If you're enjoying this video...
Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah. It's just more proof that the masses are capable of taking care of themselves, but at the same time, you have to get rid of these fucking assholes that are riding our backs and fucking us over. Otherwise, like, yeah, you can paint all the fire hydrants you want, and shit is still gonna be fucked. Americans looking at the sky past 8 p. Yeah, it's fucking dumb. I need to stream drunk more often. This shit's fun as fuck. Just sitting here. Ohio is for puppy girls. I really have no, like, I don't understand why the ACP and these other weirdos, like, I don't know why they spend so much time. Like, I don't have any opinion one way or the other about puppy girls or puppy boys. Like, whatever makes you happy, bro. Whatever makes you happy. Like, why do you spend so much, why do certain people spend so much time whinging and whining about how other people live? As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not hurting kids, as long as you're not hurting elders, as long as you aren't, like, fucking people's lives up, I do not care. If you want to walk around and think you're a puppy or whatever, if that's what gets you off, by all means. I really don't care. Like, I have no position one way or the other on it. I honestly don't. But some people, they spend their, like, anytime anybody, like that Galloway fuck, anytime anybody, like, spends inordinate amounts of time talking about how other people's lives are, oh, this is degenerate behavior. Like, no, there's something wrong with you. Like, you're a reactionary. You're trying to score cheap points by being a reactionary. You know what's a real problem? Not puppy girls. This dude was just murdered today, Mohammed Balusha. He was murdered in an Israeli airstrike. Like, they've been going after journalists for, like, how much flattening can a hunk of land smaller than St. Louis, like, how much bomb, like, can you imagine the conditions under which these people live? This guy was murdered. His left leg is literally being held apart by a metal rod. He's in excruciating pain, yet he's still doing his job and talking about what's happening to his people. Like, what is the continued purpose of doing this? There's really no purpose in bombing Gaza in the first place, because you're never going to take out, like, the shit that's gone on since October 7th has produced generation upon generation of new militants. So take out Hamas to fail. You killed Yahya Sinwar, okay. You cannot knock out a militant organization that's rooted in the people, that's rooted in the fact that you stole their land. You cannot take out an organization by killing one man. So now you're carrying out acts of gratuitous violence that serve no military purpose, no feasible military purpose whatsoever, just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. A curse on the snitch's memory. Now, I'm going to go lay down before I throw up. Peace. And yes, that long form video is coming. A lot of you guys have said that you want to see me do more, like, more of the stuff I used to do. Talk about, like, theory, politics, whatever, stuff like that. And do it long form and do it in a way that you actually learn something. So I will heed your advice. So if you have an idea for something that you want me to do, something that you want to see, I'm right here on Twitter for you.